Hi folks, this is Nigel with the Drive Wire, and today I have the McLaren 720S Spider for a cool $315,000, and it is stunning to look at. McLaren's done a really good job. In the back here we've got a 4-liter V8 with 710 horsepower, sort of ties in with the 720S. That's the metric version of the horsepower. And then right here you can see Pirelli P0's really nice set of alloys, carbon fiber discs, 6 piston calipers. And these are 245 size tires on the front, and then on the rear, same tire, 4 piston and 305s on the rear. Yeah, we'll just give you a quick 360 view of the car. I'm going to sort of stop right here because it does have limited storage space anyway, but it's got this clever frunk. So if we come over here, got all that stuff in there. It's got some stuff if you get a flat tire. I would probably have to call someone if that's the case. And actually they give you some power here, so if you want to do a quick picnic you can. This sort of reminds me of the Back to the Future thing where you just throw some trash into it and make the car go, but that's a whole other story. So yeah, decent sized frunk. It sits pretty low, and you just clip that in. It's about 4 inches total, which is not very much. I have forgotten to use the lift system which it has inside, which does raise the front of the car for tricky situations. And then McLaren, I mean, it's incredible. The airflow flows through here all the way down. You can see down in here, that takes it right down into the engine for cooling. There's some aerodynamic factors in there. There's this sweeping section right here, cooling the brakes. And then back here, this also is a little cooling vent, and then this rear wing goes up and down as a brake, and also acts as downforce, up to I think 900 pounds of downforce for when you're getting a real move on. Impressive. Okay, check out the exhaust now. Alright, so here we are in the driver's seat, and it's not as simple as hit the start button and go. So let me just move the camera around a little bit to here so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. So in order to start the vehicle, you take your feet off all the pedals, hit the start button, hit the start button, and okay, once it stops beeping, you get the display that shows up, and then you put your foot on the brake really firmly. Everything you do in this car is a firm brake push, so push down quite hard and hit the engine start button. Okay, so in order to make it go, you've got a choice of drive, neutral, and reverse. There's no park in this car, so you put it in neutral, and then there's a parking brake on the left-hand side that you can use to park the car. Again, anytime you are moving from N to D, D to R, R to D, you have to put your foot really firmly on the brake, otherwise you get a warning. Okay. All right, so moving down here, you can see these are your sort of general controls. I'm on the HVAC here. It's a touch screen. It works pretty well. You can alter the temperature right here. If you click on the fan button, you get a picture of a person which looks like the Stig wearing a race helmet. I thought that was pretty cool. And then you got quick cool, auto, and quick heat if you want to go that way. I'll obviously put the fan up. Let's put it down a little bit. It's a little cooler out right now. This is where you can sync the two sides, and then it's got heated seats, which according to my wife work quite well. And then moving back sort of down here, you see the hood operation, so you can take the roof off or on, and then this drops the rear, the tiny little rear window. And then here you've got your launch button and hazard warning, and then right here you have your controls for what mode you want to be in. So in order to move anything from any of the modes, you have to first select the active button. And you've got comfort, which is your control right here. Okay, so the handling is now moved to sport, and then the powertrain is now moved to sport. So super aggressive shifts, and then above that you see the aero button that raises the wing, so you can have the wing at the back sort of popped up all the time, and then when it works as an air brake, it pops up automatically even higher to help slow the car down. Okay, so I can't take it off right now because my vehicle speed is too low. So you get used to having a lot of warnings on this car. It says vehicle speed too low, can't do it. You can use this, there's several different controls. It's got paddle shifters, they're attached to the wheel, which is sort of annoying. Obviously turn signals, wipers, I haven't used them. And then down here, this is your navigation through the menus. So the menus right here, you can move through the menus. You've got navigation on here, you've got what's playing on the radio, I haven't paired my phone, I've been listening to the engine, and any messages. And then this is my average miles per gallon, not good, 9.6, but what do you expect with a 710 horsepower vehicle? How long I've been using it for, my odometer setting, and how many miles I've done within this session. So I've stayed within my 250 miles, which I was told to do. And then right here, you can see these controls. That's a locking mechanism. That's for the frunk. It opens the frunk, or you can do it from the key. And then this one here, let me just pull this over here, right here, changes into a sleek looking instrument binnacle, which really shows you what gear you're in, and just revs, and then miles per hour. All you really need. But obviously you don't see any of the other stuff. Pretty cool. All right, going up here, if you can see this, but this is an electrochromic roof, so right now it's in its sort of dark mode. But if I press this little button right here, voila, the sun comes in. You might not be able to see that as well with the video. And then hit it again, and it goes back dark. $9,100 for that. Quite expensive. Not a lot of storage space. Back here is a little cup holder, although getting that sort of out of there would be quite problematic, while at the same time concentrating on driving. If we pan over here, there's a little storage space here, but not an awful lot of room. And then here at the back here, you've got a little sort of net pouch. This is the essentially the vehicle documents. And then there's that rear screen that if we touch the button here, we can drop that and hear more of the engine noise. Excellent. All right. So all in all, it's pretty comfortable. The one gripe that I have is, I don't know if you can see this, it's really difficult to see. These are the memory seat buttons, and then below that, completely unseen, are the seat controls, and they're in the shape of a seat, but you sort of have to use Braille, sort of. It's like reading Braille. You have to sort of like fumble around. So I got my seat perfect. It did take me some time, and then if you're a passenger, you suffer the same problem, in that you can see the memory section, but you've got to fumble around a lot. So not particularly usable, but again, you've got to get the seat looking perfect, in the right position, in order for you to be able to use the car. Not a whole lot of room down here for your feet. There's a rather large footrest there, and then a small brake. It's pretty small brake pedal, floor-mounted accelerator pedal. If you like to left foot brake, hope that you have fairly small feet. Switching a stoplight so you can left foot brake and then just go is a little bit tricky. And then, as I said earlier, is the parking control, and then your lights, and then over here you've got operation of the mirrors. Really cool design. I love these sort of eyeball vents that it has. The seats are wonderfully comfortable. Once you get them in the right position, they hold you in well. They're not too firm. They got good lateral, good back support. I like it. So the key now is, let's take it for a drive. We'll take it for a drive with the roof up for a little bit, and then actually we'll show you a little bit of roof off. And this car is sensational. So. So fast. Doesn't get old. So McLaren say this will do 2.8 seconds to 60, 0 to 100 in 5.3, and 0 to 124 in 7.9 seconds. 1/10 of a second slower than the fixed roof version. There's nothing that you can't get past in this, right? Unbelievable. Simply incredible. I have not driven anything as quick as this. Wow. Of course, when you've got 710 horsepower and it only weighs 3,200 pounds, it's bound to be this bonkers fast. Alright, this is a fantastic car. Very sad to have them pick it up on Monday, but appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll have another